Hello, today we're going to learn how to make a tinfoil figure. I'm starting by drawing 2 lines at the top of my sheet of tinfoil to divide it into 3 sections. And then I'm drawing 2 more lines halfway down. Your tinfoil can be any size. So I'm labeling the parts. The middle section is the head, the 2 sides are going to be your arms, and the middle of the entire sheet will be the torso, and then you have 2 legs. And then I'm drawing 1 more line to divide the legs. So you should have 5 lines in total. Then I'm going to cut in between the 2 leg sections. And then also cut my other half lines. They don't have to be perfect. I didn't follow all my lines. You're going to scrunch it up anyway, so none of this is precise. I'm going to start by rolling in my first leg. I kind of fold it and then start rolling it and scrunch it together. Tinfoil is pretty easy to use and it sticks to itself when you scrunch it up. I'm going to keep rolling it a little bit. If you need to, you can tear more of your tinfoil off because that actually went further than the amount that I had cut. And then I rolled from the middle as well, because you want a little bit of space between your 2 legs. You don't want the legs to be right next to each other. And then I did the same thing on the other side. I'm just rolling it up there. And then you can see that I'm going to tear from the center again and roll my extra tab in. Tinfoil is really easy to rip, so even if you don't have scissors, you should be able to do this assignment. So now there's some space in between the legs. Now I'm going to start on my arms. I'm going to start rolling from the top this time. So we start scrunching down. Only about halfway down. After that, I'm going to trim the extra. So I'm going to make another cut. These little flaps are going to be used to make the body a little thicker. And then you can roll up that extra bit back into your arm. So now I take the little tabs and I'm going to fold them in and kind of scrunch up the body. This doesn't have to be perfect. You can even roll the leg a little bit closer. That's why you wanted to leave that extra space between the legs. And then the little tab at the top, you can kind of roll into a ball for your head. If you don't have enough tinfoil here, you can add more later if you want. Oh, and I ripped my arm off, which you might do. It's pretty easy, but I'm going to show you how to reattach it. I kind of opened up my tinfoil and tried to put it back in, but that didn't really work. So I'm going to cut another strip of tinfoil. And use it to wrap around the body and kind of make a little sling for the arm. And that should help reattach it. Now this first strip I didn't really make long enough. The longer you make your strip, the easier it will be to reattach your arm if it falls off. The same process would be used for if a leg falls off. This is me cutting it again. And just wrapping it all around. It's nice because everything is the same color, so you really can't tell where something has been fixed. It just looks like it's all part of the same original sculpture. Alright, so now I have what kind of looks like a skinny person, and that's really similar to Alberto Giacometti's sculptures. Now I'm adding another strip here, just to the waist to make sure my legs don't fall off, and to add a little bit more to the body. These do not have to be realistic. My body doesn't look like this. It doesn't have to look like you. And now I have really long legs. So I am going to fold them in to make them feet. If you're finding that it's hard to get your person to stand up, you could put a paper clip in the feet or something like a nickel or a dime to weigh down the bottom of your feet. Or you can practice your balancing skills and see if you can put your figure into a position where it will stand up. Just like that. And then I also wanted to move the arms so it would be a little dynamic. Oh, but then it fell over. So you really have to figure out what will work and how it will stand on its own. And that is my finished sculpture. You can take your picture of it lying down or from the side if you'd like. And then here are some sketches I did of my drawing. If you choose to do sketches instead of using tinfoil to create your figure, I want you to do at least 2. Now head on back over to Seesaw and do the rest of the assignment and make sure you're turning everything in.